Hey there pranksters, welcome back to another Halloween video, and in this particular video I will be showing you guys how to set up 30 funny Halloween pranks on friends and family. So make sure not to skip any of these as they are very easy to set up. But before we get started with these, I'm happy to announce that we have exceeded our last like goal of 10,000 likes, and as promised I will be giving away a treat basket filled with over 1,000 pieces of candy to a lucky subscriber. Congratulations California Cousins Crew Cousin Ballers. Wow, long name. Anyway, you will be getting a cool treat basket with over 1,000 pieces of candy. So at this point you won't really have to go trick or treat this year. Well anyway guys, let's do that again, why not? I want to give away another treat basket with over 1,000 pieces of candy, and to participate all you have to do is like this video and leave a cool comment below telling me which is your favorite Halloween candy. This giveaway will begin once this video hits 10,000 likes, but it has to be done before October 25th, 2019. So let's try to reach that like goal pranksters. Just like and comment, and if you want, subscribe to this channel. One last thing guys, I know I haven't really been interacting with you guys as much as I should lately, and it doesn't help that I always wear a mask. But I have some good news for all my fans. I'm holding a face-to-face with Nextraker on Friday, October 18th, 2019 at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Please sign up as soon as possible as this is limited to just a few of my fans. Link is in the description. You'll be able to take a selfie with me, and why not, I'll probably subscribe to your channel. So again guys, if you wish to do a face-to-face with me, click on the link in the description, but not before we get started with these pranks. Let's begin with this trick-or-treat prank. You'll be able to prepare this before you head out to trick-or-treat, and for that you will need a treat basket that has candy inside, some string, and a fake zombie hand. The creepier looking the better. Let's begin by getting 2 pieces of string, both about a foot in length. One we are gonna tie to the wrist of the zombie hand, and the other we will tie to one of the fingers. Using tape, attach the string that's tied to the wrist onto the inside of the treat basket. Give it enough room so that the hand can pop out. The string that's attached to the finger will hang from the basket. Make sure that you are able to pull from the bottom. The last step is to fill the treat basket with candy to completely cover the zombie hand. Now guys, when you go trick-or-treating, right before they are about to put a piece of candy into your basket, you pull the string from the bottom, and that's when the hand will pop out. It is sure to get them good, and they will reward you by giving you more candy. So in a way, this is another method to get more Halloween candy. Which reminds me guys, I do have a video out right now where I show you guys 30 ways to get more Halloween candy when you go trick-or-treating this year. Link is in the description as well, so check that out later when you're done watching this video. Next prank, you can take an empty deodorant container and tuck it into your sleeve. Fill it up with fake blood and keep it in position so it won't spill. Just wait to greet one of your friends with a handshake, and then this will happen. You'll get them good with this prank, but it can get messy though, so prank with caution. Now if you want to creep someone out with a fake spider, try one of these pranks out. Both of these will be set up at the sink. For this one you will need a strainer, which is something that most kitchen sinks have. Using a string, attach the spider onto the bottom of the strainer, and then with tape, block off the holes so no water can get through. Put the strainer back where it goes with the spider underneath. It will completely cover the spider, and when someone uses the sink, they will notice that it will start to clog up due to the tape that we put on there, so they will pull out the strainer, and that's when the unexpected spider will get them really good. If you don't have a strainer at home, you guys can also use a plunger. Pretty much do the same thing. Attach the spider to the bottom of the plunger. In this case I use tape for this. Position the spider inside the plunger, and that's it. When one of your family members comes into the bathroom and sees the plunger there, it will seem out of place to them, so they will try to put it back underneath the sink, and again the spider will work its magic. They will think that it's a real spider trying to crawl up the sink. Here I have a plastic skull I got at the dollar store. The inside is hollow, so I will make a cutout that I marked on the bottom of the skull using a small cup. See how perfect it fits in there? Now guys, fill up the cup with fake blood and place a sheet of paper over it and flip it over. Gently place it down on a flat surface such as a table. If someone happens to pick up this skull at any point during Halloween, they will be in for a bloody surprise. Getting fake spider web is very easy these days. They pretty much sell this stuff at any store during the Halloween season, so get yourself a bag and find a good spot to put it. I myself think that a cabinet is a really great place to do so. So with tape, start to do just that. You can even hang fake bugs on it so it's even more creepy. This is sure to get someone really good when they open the cabinet door. Here's another good example where you can do this: the inside of a car. This might actually frustrate them as they have to remove the web in order to get in. At your local dollar store, you guys can get really cheap masks for about $1, so that's what I have right here. It's a green vampire who has his mouth opened. I also have some fake blood in a sandwich bag. Let's fill up the sandwich bag with fake blood. Tie it up and place the corner of the bag through the mask mouth from the back. Use tape to hold it in place. It also looks like a red tongue at this point. For this prank to work, you will also need the help of a door. For example, here I'm gonna hang the mask on a cabinet door, but it's the door from the cabinet that's across that will set off this prank. Just pierce a safety pin on the pouch of blood. Attached to the safety pin is a string that we will tape on to the other door. The door will also block off the mask from view, so whoever sees the cabinet door open, they will try to shut it, and in the process they will rip open the blood pouch, and at the same time the mask will be revealed. It is sure to put a good scare on anyone who sees this blood dripping vampire mask. Fake bugs are always great to have handy during Halloween because you can freak out people with them. For example, here I'm gonna put a lot of fake bugs on top of the fan blades. You might need a chair to reach up there, but once the bugs are in position, they won't be visible, so whoever turns on this fan will have all kinds of bugs flying at them. This never fails. The fan that we just used for this last prank also has a light bulb with a bowl underneath, so if you have something similar at home, you guys can try out this next prank on small kids. Simply take a piece of construction paper and make a hand-shaped cutout. The creepier looking the better, of course. All you do now is take the hand and place it inside the bowl below the light. Any kid that sees this will be spooked silly as soon as they flick on that light. If you are handing out candy this year, you can get your trick-or-treaters' hopes up with this prank. Simply take some candy from the treat basket and wrap it up with some clear plastic wrap. About this amount will do. Place it back inside the basket on top of the rest of the candy. To hold everything in place, use pieces of clear tape. Now all you do is place a couple pieces of candy on top, and every trick-or-treater that knocks on your door, pretend like you are gonna pour the whole thing into their treat basket, but in reality it will be just 2 pieces of candy. This is sure to get their hopes up for a split second. The following prank you guys can execute at school, but for sure set it up at home. You will need a fake finger. For example, here I cut one off from this rubber hand. Take a glue stick and remove the glue from the inside. Hot glue the finger to the cap and add some fake blood inside the container. Now simply just put the finger inside the blood-filled container. Make sure that the cap pops in. Let someone borrow this in class and it's sure to make a mess, and not only that, it might give them a little scare as well. Here I have a treat basket and inside I have a Halloween prop. It's a fake bloody heart. Well, let's put it back in, and to add more creepiness to this prank, let's throw in some fake bugs also. I will add some Kool-Aid in there as well and some water to make a mess. To execute this prank, place the bucket underneath the sink. Make sure that half of the bucket is sticking out but being held in by the door, so next time someone comes looking for something underneath the sink, they will cause a spill and they might actually get spooked by the fake heart and bugs. Silly string is always fun to play with, but what's more fun is getting people with it when they least expect it. So here I'm gonna cover up this can of silly string with some construction paper, that way my victim does not see the can. Now all I do is hide the can behind a Halloween mask, such as this one right here. This one has an opening on the mouth, so that's where I will position the nozzle of the silly string can. Play it off by asking your victim to check out your Halloween mask, and when they look, that's when you cover them with silly string. Here's another trick-or-treat prank you can set up using an old treat basket you no longer need. Basically, we are gonna remove the bottom, so carefully do that until it looks like this. On top, place a styrofoam plate and just use one piece of tape to attach it onto the treat basket. On top of the plate, we are gonna hot glue a bunch of candy till the plate is completely covered. At this point, you can put your hand underneath the basket and ask one of your friends to grab a piece of candy, and that's when you get them good. You'll startle them for sure. What I really love about this prank though is that you guys can keep doing this over and over again, just find new victims. Let's use a fake creepy spider once more. This time we are gonna attach it to the best piece of candy that we have. For example, this tube of M&M's Minis stands out the most, so that's the one that I will attach the spider onto. Now all we do is bury the spider underneath all that candy with the tube of M&M's Minis sticking out. Of course, if you ask someone to grab just one piece, they will for sure go for the M&M's minis because it's more appealing, but little do they know that there is a spider attached to it. It will give them a scare that they will not be expecting. Here's another prank that you guys can set up with a tube of M&M's minis. Fill up an empty container with some fake blood and some water just to make the contents less thick. All you do now is pop on the cap and place the tube inside your victim's treat basket. Make sure that it's empty though. With some hot glue, you are gonna attach it to the inside of the treat basket while the tube is on its side. It's important that the glue is on the cap. Lastly, cover the tube with as much candy as you can. When your victim empties out their basket, they will notice the tube of M&M's minis, and as they attempt to pull it out, the cap will open, causing the contents inside to spill. It will freak them out thinking that it's blood. Let's set up another treat basket prank. You'll have to sacrifice a treat basket by removing a good portion of the bottom, so be careful when doing this. Get another styrofoam plate and trim it down until you are able to place it inside the basket, but it needs to be snug so that it stays close to the top, as we are gonna put some candy on the plate. At this point, we are gonna need some grease, such as Vaseline. Apply some on the bottom of the basket and then position it on a flat surface. Again, I will add some Kool-Aid inside, and we can't have Kool-Aid without water, so fill it up. Place a towel over it or something that you want them to get wet. Could be their favorite shirt if you're that mean. Place the plate with candy on top to cover our tracks. Now guys, when your victim comes to pick up their treat basket, they will be creating a big mess. This prank is similar to something we did earlier. Take a piece of plastic wrap and lay it on top of a table and add some fake blood right in the center. About this much will do. Ball it up and trim it down, and we just created a little pouch of blood. Place it on the palm of your hand, and when you shake someone's hand, this will happen. Remember that you can get away with these types of pranks because it's Halloween after all. Let's go back to using fake bugs and a glue stick. For example, here I have an empty glue stick container, and inside I will place this fake centipede. But before I do that, I will attach a piece of candy onto the centipede using tape. Make sure that the centipede goes in first and then have the piece of candy sticking out of the glue stick. Anyone who spots this will be easily intrigued, and of course as soon as they pull out the candy, they will be exposed to the centipede. And if you know your victim hates bugs, this will definitely get them good. This makes for a great prank to pull off on your teachers on Halloween. Earlier, I severed a finger off this fake rubber hand. Well, for this next prank, we are gonna put the whole hand to use in the shower. Apply a bunch of fake blood on the rubber hand and just simply hang it from one of the rings from the shower curtain. Of course, do this when the curtain is open. On Halloween, when someone hops into the shower and closes the curtain, the bloody rubber hand will fall and it will give just about anybody a big scare. Using another fake hand, we can prank people when hanging up Halloween decorations. Basically, this hand I got at the dollar store, and it's cheaply made. That's why the spaces in between the fingers are open, but the other end is sealed shut. So what we are gonna do is slit the hand's wrist, and inside we will pour some fake blood. Add as much as you want. Now it's ready. Just give it to someone and tell them to hang the hand on the wall with the fingers pointing down. Well, this is what will happen when they do just that. The hand will instantly start to bleed, freaking out anyone who sees this happening. This makes for the perfect Halloween prank and prop. If you're tired of those trick-or-treaters that take more than just one piece of candy when you leave a treat basket outside, then here is how you guys can get them. Get an empty treat basket and tape on a styrofoam plate. On top, we are gonna leave nothing but empty wrappers of candy. That will teach them not to take more than just one candy. When they try to take a handful of candy, they will just be taking trash, and of course they will realize this, but at this point they have already fallen for the prank. Here's a classic Halloween prank that you guys can do over and over again. You will need a fake plastic hand, and you must be wearing long sleeves. Basically, all you do is tuck the fake hand inside your sleeve and try to shake people's hand. This prank never fails. Doesn't get much easier than this, guys. Let's bring back the treat basket that we used earlier for this next prank. Basically, we are gonna make it seem like this basket is tilted on its side. We can add more candy around it to make it seem more credible. Now inside the actual basket from the back, we will lay an opened water bottle. Try to use tape so it sticks onto the side. Whoever sees this, their first instinct will be to lift it up, and in the process, they will cause a spill. Here's one last spider prank for you guys. You will have to set this up in front of a door. For this prank, you will also need a push pin, a safety pin, and some floss. Attach the push pin above the door and secure the safety pin onto the push pin. One end of the floss you will tie to the spider, and the other end you will put it through the safety pin and tape it on top of the door. At this point, the prank is set, guys. Just close the door and knock. Whoever opens it will witness the spider try to climb up, and if they are terrified of spiders, then their reaction should be extra funny. If your siblings just came back from trick-or-treating, try pulling off this prank on them. Take their empty treat basket and start poking holes on the sides. The lower the better. On the center of the inside of the basket, glue a couple of push pins sticking up. Get another styrofoam plate and flip it upside down, and on top place a water balloon. Now put the treat basket over the plate and with tape attach both together and leave the treat basket upside down. When your sibling sees this, they will flip it over and it will cause the balloon to pop, causing another messy spill. If there's a little neighbor that you just don't like and you want to be super mean to them on Halloween, simply have a fart bag ready when they come knocking on your door trick-or-treating. As you are about to put a handful of candy on their basket, set off this fart bag while they aren't looking. Just throw it inside their basket. The fart bag may take a few seconds to pop, so hopefully it doesn't pop till they have left your property. So here I have a toy skeleton which I will use to freak out the next person that comes in through the garage. And to set this up is very easy. I'm just gonna attach the skeleton to the garage door. Something like this will do, guys, and now the prank is set. This is what your victim's point of view will be on Halloween as they try to come in through the garage. They will open it slowly and the skeleton will reveal itself hanging from the door. Definitely not something they would have expected. Earlier we used fake bugs to set up a prank using a ceiling fan. Well, if you still have more fake bugs, simply use them when you have trick-or-treaters knocking on your door. Have some candy and fake bugs in your hand, and when you try to place it on their hand, they will get creeped out for a second or two thinking you actually put real bugs on their hand. Lastly, guys, try this last prank inside a bathroom. Take a fake zombie hand and cut open a hole on it as we are gonna fill it with fake blood. Make sure though that the only opening on the hand is the one that you made. Once you have enough blood in there, rest the hand between the door of the cabinet and a wall. When someone sees that it's opened, they will try to close it, but this is what will happen. They definitely didn't see this coming, and now they have a bunch of fake blood to clean up. That's it, guys. Those were 30 simple pranks that you guys can pull off on friends and family on Halloween. Again, it does not take much to set up and you'll be having a lot of fun come October 31st. Now guys, at the start of this video I did mention I will be giving away another treat basket filled with candy once this video hits 10,000 likes. So if you wish to participate, all you have to do is like this video and leave a cool comment below. Also, another reminder about my face-to-face event. If you wish to chat with me and possibly take some selfies with me, don't miss out and click on the link below to reserve your spot. This is limited, so first come, first serve. Thanks for stopping by, pranksters. I hope you guys have a very happy Halloween.